We'll proceed in energy and commerce, vector and commercial calculus. Vector and commercial calculus. This is the discussion we are pursuing for very long time, 1 month around. Energy is something that cannot be created, cannot be destroyed. I don't know. Energy, I always say, energy cannot be created. That fundamental that I don't know. But certainly, energy cannot be destroyed. Energy changes its form. If energy cannot be created, then how universe is made? There is a way to create energy, but anyway, energy cannot be destroyed. That is for sure. If there is energy, then it cannot be. If you get energy, hold on energy, then energy cannot be destroyed. This is a very big thing. Why it is a big thing that Sir Albert Einstein, now he comes into the picture first time and he said that don't concentrate on velocity, don't concentrate on temperature, don't concentrate on mass, don't concentrate on anything else, viscosity, don't concentrate here and there. When you are doing computation in physics, they concentrate on energy. If energy is changing its form, then certainly there are many items that will change. If you start concentrating on those times, there need to be something fixed. There need to be something fixed. If people is moving from India to America, what is fixed? He is going to get sunlight out there the way he is getting sunlight in India. He is going to get water out there, what he is going to get in India or anywhere else. He is going to get air the way he is going to get air in India. He is going to get soil or earth the way he is going to get soil there also. Water, these are the five things generally it is called. He is going to get the fire, sky, whatever. The basic thing, whatever someone gets here, he gets there also. Anyone, anyone try to sit on a fixed item. Any calculation, any calculation needs a fixed item. Fixed item, it does not look like very precious. Has anyone care about that there is a sky above his head? No one cares. Everyone is running behind money. Okay, this much benefit, this much profit here and there, like that. Anyone care that there is a moon in the sky? There is a sun in the sky? There are stars in the sky? There is a sky, there is sunlight, and then there is earth, there is soil, there is air, fire, water. No one cares. Okay, because these are called fixed items. We on sitting on the fixed item only, someone can do development, someone can do any kind of thing, but fixed item is required when you start changing from one location to other location, or there is change in the time. If there is a change in the time also, no one queries. People query if there was electronics 4 years, 400 years back, if there was a bulb 600 years back. This is what people generally inquire. But no one inquire if there was sun in the sky 600 years back. If there was soil 600 years back, there was fire, there was water. No one inquire about it because these are known to be there. So everything sits upon the fixed item. So Einstein said the fixed item, the actual fixed item is energy. Okay, if you lit a fire on a wood, lit fire on a wood, then wood vanishes. Okay, what you get when wood is vanishing is fire. Fire has temperature and fire has light. Means the energy that is stored in the wood is getting converted into light and heat. Okay, someone he put some kind of kettle and water there, and water start evaporating. Now the temperature of this fire is getting converted to kind of vapor, water vapor has energy. So energy is taking shape from one place to one form to another form. What is constant everywhere is the net energy. Net energy cannot be destroyed. So Sir Einstein was among the first one who said that concentrate on the energy. Don't concentrate on the wood chemical structure and then fire, heat and light, and then water melting temperature and then vapor. If you start doing analysis on these variable items, you will land up in problem. So focus on the energy. Energy is constant everywhere. Based upon the constant energy, now you can think about how much velocity someone is gaining, how much he has mass, or whatever it is. If something falls from here, if something is kept here, it has potential energy. If it falls here and sticks here at this moment, what is the velocity? Same as how much energy in potential energy it is lost from here to here. Okay, that potential energy got converted into kinetic energy. And now kinetic energy has velocity and mass. Someone can calculate the velocity out there. So that's why energy is considered as the most pioneer thing in the world. Okay, this is also an adage. If you have energy, then it shows. If you have energy, I've seen in some advertisement, some petroleum advertisement. If you have energy, then it shows. Okay, so energy is very big thing. Now we are proceeding a discussion on the divergence. Okay, what is divergence? Divergence is a kind of I have given example, I believe. Okay, so divergence is something like, okay, consider that we are calculating divergence. Divergence is a normal term. Consider that there is a park, and in that park there is a fountain. People have seen fountain in the park, and this is the head of the fountain. This is a pipe of the fountain, and water is emanating all around it. From this, water is emanating all around it, and it is used as irrigation for the grass out there. So this is fountain. This is called diversion. Water is coming out of from here all around. This is typically called diversion. Diversion means energy source. This is what not mentioned in the book. What is diversion? df1 by dx plus df2 by dy plus df3 by dz, or whatever the flux you have divided by the volume, that is called diversion. What is diversion? Diversion means energy source. If there is energy source, then it is called diversion. You mean sun is showing divergence? Indeed, sun is showing divergence. If sun is energy source and light is coming out of it, it is showing a divergence out there. Divergence of energy that is emanating from sun. Like black hole is also a divergence, but divergence is in negative side. All the electromagnetic, that is sun, throw away electromagnetic radiation. Black hole grasps all the electromagnetic radiation. It attracts the electromagnetic radiation and they go inside the black hole and they get absorbed. But that is actually not very true. This is what is the physics nowadays. Then the physics nowadays says that black hole is a whole black hole where whatever the electromagnetic radiation is passing through light or whatever, it get absorbed in the black hole. But black hole make a sustenance to the full Milky Way or full galaxy. On the power of black hole only, full a galaxy which has million or billion or trillions of stars along with their planet. This is also called exoplanets. Exoplanets are the planet. They are not in solar system. They belong to other stars. All the planets, all the stars with their planet, now they are sustained. Earth do not rotate around the sun. Jupiter do not. This is physics. That Jupiter rotates around the sun. Earth rotates around the sun. Moon rotates around the Earth, and then there are natural satellite of Saturn, Jupiter. They rotates around their planet. This is one thing. But if you see the energy science, then sun sustains, sun holds all the solar system on it. Sun is, I believe, 98% of the weight mass of the solar system. That big is the sun. And it sustains, it holds, okay, the full solar system on its shoulder. Similarly, black hole holds full galaxy on its shoulder. So no way that black hole can only be a kind of negative divergence. It takes all the electromagnetic. If that is the case, then it will grasp everything inside it. Black hole indeed it has very high energy, and black hole indeed it has very high positive divergence, because the positivity in the divergence only, the all the stars with the exoplanet, they are sustained they are sustained on the black hole with the power of black hole. So black hole is not an entity the way it looks, that everything it absorbs. It sustains full galaxy. Sun sustain full solar system. Earth sustain moon. In that sense, I believe 50 natural satellites are there. So Jupiter sustain 50 natural satellites. These are called power of the entity. Okay. Now, in any organization, sustain 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakhs employees. Any organization sustain millions of customers. This is the power of the organization. This is the divergence of the organization. So divergence is a very big thing in commercial calculus, energy calculus. So divergence means energy source. Two kind of divergence. One divergence is like, I'm okay. Tell me the divergence. Tell me the divergence. What divergence? Divergence at a particular point. Okay, like I have given example. Like consider that this is one cylinder. This is one empty cylinder, and this side, back side, is also empty. Consider this is not empty. Back side is not empty. This side is empty. Consider both sides are empty. Now this is a cylinder. Now I attach a water. I have given already this example. I attach a pipe here. From pipe, liquid is coming. Liquid is coming at 10 meter per second velocity. This is completely parallel. Okay, it means this area is same as back area. Now water is coming at 10 meter per second. Water is coming out from here at 12 meter per second. Okay, how I worry? 10 meter per second and 12 meter per second. Then you would have put some motor out there. This is what I believe. This is a $1 trillion question now. If water is entering up through a pipe in a cylindrical region, and I'm putting a motor out there, I'm putting a motor out there, and motor is increasing the speed of water. Okay, and then water is flowing through the pipe again. Consider this is minus x. This is centered at the origin. Inside this, origin is there. This is minus x, this is plus x. This is x axis. This is origin. This is placed in this is if I push this, then the middle part of it will meet the origin. This is minus x, this is plus x. This is minus x, this is plus x. At minus x, liquid is entering. At the origin, I have placed one motor, and it is increasing the speed of the liquid. From this side, the liquid is coming at 12 meter per second, entering 10 meter per second and 12 meter per second. Is it possible or not? This is the question. Can I place a motor which will increase the speed of the water or liquid, and it will come from here out as 12 meter per second? Not possible. Because if liquid is entering here 10 meter per second, consider this area is 1 meter square. Then the net volume that is entering this cylinder is 10 meter cube per second. 10 meter cube per second. And the motor is increasing the speed, but it is not inserting any liquid out there. Now, if liquid is coming out here at 12 meter per second, full surface, it's not that it is losing the surface, only center point of the cylinder, liquid is coming, outside it is not coming. Full again, liquid is coming at 12 meter per second. Then The net volume coming out is 12 meter cube per second. Entering 10 meter cube and coming out is 12 meter cube. It's not possible. How, where from liquid is coming? This is energy fundamental. If flux, if I measure, think flux as energy, the energy that is entering here, the flux, the net water, net liquid that is entering from one surface is 10 meter cube per second, then from out, it will come out as 10 meter cube per second only. If it is coming more than that, then someone is adding liquid inside it. Just increasing the velocity will not work. If someone is really able to increase the velocity, then whatever it is, the liquid will come out at 10 meter per second only. In that case, liquid will not cover the full region. It will be beamed. It will make a beam that will be less than full surface area. Outside it will leave, and then the more velocity and less surface area. If you multiply, then the net volume that will come out of it, it will be the same, because you are not adding the liquid in between. But someone is saying, trust me, the liquid is coming inside this side full 1 meter cube, 1 meter square full, coming out from this side 1 meter square full. Okay, here it is 10 meter per second, here 12 meter per second. It is only possible if someone is mixing liquid at the origin. What is the divergence at the origin? Someone would ask, what is the divergence at the origin? Divergence means how much it is showing the energy, how much is the divergence at any point, is how much is the energy at that point. If I take this as origin, then it is receiving energy from this side. Same energy is flowing to this side. Okay, means if I take the cylinder centered at the origin, if energy is entering from this side, then it is same energy is passing through this side. If I take any point here, then it is not adding any energy. Divergence is zero. Divergence at a point means what is the tendency at that point to add energy. That is called divergence. What is divergence at this point? What is the tendency at this point to add more energy to it? Okay, Earth is a very big energy source. Earth is a very big energy source. Now this item is dropping like this at 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, but when it reaching at this point, its acceleration is growing. From here, it fell 9.8 meter per second square. All of a sudden, from here, 9.8 meter per second square is constant. I mean, to the near distance, Earth gravitational pull decreases if you go far, far, far away. And I believe 100 kilometer away from Earth, there is no gravitational pull practically. Earth gravitational pull can be sensed all over the universe. Okay, but it is negligible at 100 kilometer only. People will float. Means it is not that much that anyone would sense. But if someone really sensing, he may sense Earth gravitational pull all over the universe. It is like that. But anyway, it will start decreasing. So, but near about the Earth, it will be constant, more practical. So, if someone is leaving this item, it is going at 9.8 meter per second square. When it is reaching this point, all of a sudden it is 20 meter per second square. With that speed, it is falling on the Earth. 9.8 meter per second square, and then here, from here, 20 meter per second square. At that speed, it is falling. This proves that if Earth is an energy source, then this proves that there is energy source some kept here. When it comes here, the energy source is mixing some energy, and then it is throwing it. Something. So if it is 9.8, 10.2, it is adding to it. So divergence at this point where 9.8 to 20, it is converting. Divergence at this point is positive. Positive in the sense, whatever it is receiving, more it is throwing. So at this point, divergence at a particular point, what is the tendency of that point to add energy? This is called divergence. This will you may not get in any of the book these kind of definition. People they go with a mathematical formulation in the definition. Divergence at a point is tendency of that point to add extra energy to it. If 10 meter per second is the liquid coming in and it is coming out at 12 meter per second, I'm trying to calculate divergence at the origin, then there is an energy source out there that is mixing some energy there, mixing some liquid there, so that liquid throughput, liquid velocity is growing. More liquid is there. Liquid velocity does not mean that liquid velocity grew. If liquid velocity is growing and same amount of liquid is there, then it will become a beam. Like lot of water is coming, lot of water is coming, and then I am putting all the water in a small pipe. Full water I am putting in a small. Lot of water is coming. There is no speed. Very less speed water is coming. Very less speed. All of a sudden, I mean, this is understandable, right? You or someone can just take a tank of water and place a pipe there, thin pipe. See the velocity. Okay, or water is coming, okay, and make it pass through a small pipe and then let it go in a big area. Through small pipe, the velocity will grow heavily, because energy is constant. If water is coming in a wide region, then energy is velocity into the area of the wide region. Now, if it is flowing through a small pipe, then area of the pipe is very less. In that sense, to make the energy constant, flux constant, then speed has to be very high. Now, this can be asked as a question. Like there is a very big, very thick pipe, and the pipe surface area is 100 meter square, and liquid is flowing with 1 meter per second. 100 meter square liquid is flowing through 1 second. Suddenly this pipe is closed and a thin pipe is going. Thin pipe area is 1 meter square. 1 meter square. What is the velocity there? Not to compensate the energy, because energy cannot be destroyed. Now here it is 100 meter cube per second energy is going, flux is going. To compensate through the 1 meter square pipe, the velocity will raise to 100 meter per second. 1 meter per second, 100 meter square pipe will convert it to 100 meter per second with 1 meter square pipe. If it is going to another dimension, it will convert like this. Energy cannot be destroyed. Energy is changing its form. Earlier, energy was 1 meter. If someone consider velocity as energy, then it was 1 meter per second. Now it coming as 100 meter per second to compensate the net energy, that is into area. Okay, if that is the sense, then divergence. What is divergence of the small pipe? What is the divergence of the small pipe? Zero. Whatever it is receiving, same thing it is throwing. Flux is changing. I'm sorry. Flux is same. Velocity is changing. But there is no divergence as such. Whatever is coming is going away. There is no divergence. It is not adding anything. Okay, divergence means it adds on its own. Okay, one example that is not available in any of the book. Now consider that there is a some liquid that is flowing, or there is energy flow or vector field is there. Equation is minus xi plus yj. Minus xi plus yj. Can you tell me divergence at the origin? Question is straightforward. A energy or liquid is flowing in a direction called minus xi plus yj. It is a funny question. Minus xi plus yj. Consider this is x-axis, this is y-axis. This is the origin. Now liquid is flowing minus xi. Minus xi. If this is 10, then liquid is minus 10i. 10 minus I means liquid is flowing at 10 meter per second in opposite this direction. At origin, the speed of the liquid is 0i. There is no speed here. Funny question. Liquid at 10, if I 100, then liquid speed is very high, 100 meter per second. And it is flowing in minus I direction. It is going towards center, and at the center, the liquid is more or less it is stopping there, zero at that moment. Now, if I see minus 10, then liquid velocity is minus xi plus yj. Let's see I component first. Minus 10 minus xi, and here x is minus 10, minus minus plus 10i. The velocity of the liquid is 10 in I direction, in positive direction. Means in negative of x-axis, liquid is flowing toward the center. And positive of the x-axis, liquid is again flowing toward the center. Center is receiving the energy. What is the divergence at the center? If the velocity is minus xi, if it is only minus xi, then velocity is then divergence at the center is high. It is negative divergence because it is absorbing the things, it is not throwing away. So it is a energy, it is a like practically black hole. The way black hole is defined nowadays, it is purely a black hole at the center, where it is absorbing water or liquid that is coming from this direction and this direction. So there is a divergence here. There is a divergence here. Okay, we will calculate the divergence. We are not running away. Anyway, that is the scenario for the divergence. What is minus xi plus yj? If I say yj, if I am at 10y, then it is 10j. It is going away. If it at minus 10, then it is minus 10j. Minus 10j means 10 minus j. It is going down toward the minus j direction. So if it is the velocity of the liquid is minus 10i minus xi plus yj, then in x direction velocity is coming toward the center, and in y direction it is going away from the center. Okay, but the power is same. On x-axis at 10 it is minus 10i, at minus 10 it is 10i. Similarly, here at 10 in y direction it is 10j. Here in minus 10 direction, minus 10 j, minus 10 in y axis, or this is minus y axis, minus 10, it is going like this. So whatever is water is coming, okay, the power of the water at different x-axis and minus x-axis is same as y-axis and minus y-axis. It is opposite in direction. In x-axis, water is flowing toward the center, and toward y-axis, it is going away. Now, what is the divergence? Minus x. If it is only minus xi, then divergence is negative. That is understandable. The divergence is negative. Like someone thinks about a whirlpool where water is rotating. For God's sake, no one should enter into whirlpool. Generally, in river, somewhere people tend to see whirlpool. If anything, or if you are standing on top of a bridge and you see down on the river, there is a whirlpool. You drop any plastic out there, plastic item or anything, feather or whatever. You know, biodegradable. So don't throw plastic over there. Anything, any kind of a small wood kind of thing. Just drop it there and see it will rotate and it will try to go in the center. Whirlpool, whirlpool try to force something in the middle. Okay, that is called negative divergence. Means the item liquid is coming toward the center. Okay, means there is energy source, but it is negative. Positive divergence, someone can think as a whirlpool, a swirling, where things are going out. Okay, so if this is a center, if things are going out like this, radiating, then center has divergence in positive side. If something are coming like this, or whirlpool where it looks like rotating, but it is slowly, it is looks like it is rotating, but slowly it is coming toward the center. Time to time, it will come to the center. So at this point, at the origin, divergence is there. Means there is energy production is there, but it is negative. What is difference between positive and negative in direction? That's it. We have seen this. There is nothing like loss and gain or whatever it is. The difference in positive and negative in the vector terminology, it is called direction. In which direction? There is a divergence means energy source. At this point, there is a divergence means this point is behaving like an energy source. Okay, if energy is emanating coming out of it, then it is positive divergence. If energy is coming towards it, then it is negative divergence. Direction is changing of the energy. If the velocity of a liquid is minus xi only at the center, the divergence is negative, but there is a divergence. But if it is x minus xi plus yj, whatever the liquid is coming at the center, it is going out from here. Same liquid, it is not standing here. It is going out from here. Now, what is the divergence here? Nothing. Whatever is coming from x-axis, it is going out in the y-axis. Minus x, this example is not there at all. Minus xi plus yj. Minus xi plus yj is, what is the divergence at the origin? Zero. What is divergence at the origin? Zero. What is the divergence at any point 1 comma 1, 2 comma 1, 2 comma 2, whatever it is? Tell me the divergence when it is minus xi plus yj. Now, if you calculate at any point, then along the x-axis same story will come, and along the y-axis same story will come. Everywhere divergence is zero. Okay, so this is the something called divergence. How I can calculate the divergence? To calculate the divergence, now divergence is nothing but take a take a cube around the center. Now consider this. Now I'm rotating it. Consider this. Consider this is x-axis. This is minus x-axis. This is y-axis. This is minus y-axis. This is z-axis. This is minus z-axis. Now, wherever someone is trying to calculate divergence at that point, if someone is trying to calculate divergence at 2 comma 2 comma 2, 2, 2, 2, this it will come this point here, 2 comma 2 comma 2. At this point, what is the divergence? Now take a cube around it, and on the surface see the flux. How much is the radiation that is coming out of the surface of the cube? And then calculate the flux divided by the volume of the cube. That is called divergence. One formula of the divergence. If I am calculating the divergence of minus xi plus yj, I'll make a cube here. I'll make a cube here. Volume is required. I make a cube around the origin, cube, and see with the minus yi plus xj, minus xj plus y, minus xi plus yj, how much is the flux liquid coming out of all the surfaces? Divide it by the volume. Divide it by the volume, and now see what is the tendency at that point to radiate the energy. That is, if flux is meter cube per second, divided by the volume, then it will come per second. The unit of divergence is per second in that sense. Means how much is the net energy that is getting diverged from a particular point. This is not dependent upon the on the meter per second or so, only per second. What is the power? Power of the divergence, that is per second. Okay. What? No, no, no. I don't understand what are you saying. Flux divided by the volume. If you say flux means what is the net flux coming out of it? Divide it by the volume, then you will understand at that particular point. Okay, if you're not agree, then make this the I'm saying place a cube at the origin. Make the cube very small, that small that its width, height, and length of the cube is delta x, delta y, delta z. It is infinitesimally small. That is the main idea. Now see the flux and divide by the volume. Don't take the big cube. Flux around a cube divide by the volume of the cube, where the volume tends to zero. Tends to zero means if I want to calculate the flux the divergence at a particular point, this around this point, I'll take a cube and measure the flux out of it, divide by the volume of the cube, where volume tends to zero. Means if volume starts shrinking, it should in an equal fashion that it will shrink to this point only. That is the idea. Okay, not satisfiable. If it is not satisfiable, then it will be satisfiable with this example. If I am trying to, if there is a velocity, consider this velocity is f1i plus f2j plus f3k. Now it makes sense. F1 is the field 1 of the velocity vector. F2 is field 2 or jth component of velocity vector. F3 is the field 3 of the velocity vector. Okay, kth component. Now, if I am saying the water liquid is entering into this region, which is centered at the origin and coming out of it, then it entered here at 10 meter per second, coming out at 12 meter per second, the liquid speed. Then, then how you calculate the divergence? Oh, there is change in velocity of the liquid from this point to this point, entry point and exit point, whereas area is same. Means there is some liquid added at the center. Okay, how much it got added? That is the divergence. But anyway, there is change in velocity that I can say. Means df1 along the x-axis, df1 by dx. Divergence is dependent on how much liquid I am mixing at the origin. Is directly proportional to change in the velocity from left side to right side. df1 by dx. Along x-axis, what is the f1 is changing? df1 by dx. Similarly, if something is changing in y direction, df2 by dy. If something is changing in z direction, df3 by dz. Just add it. That is the net energy that is coming out of at certain point. df1 by, now it makes 100% sense. df1 by dx, if it is minus xi, df1 by dx is minus 1. Minus 1 divergence at the origin or at any point. Minus 1 means it is trying to get the energy towards it. Minus 1. Minus xi plus yj. Minus 1 means how much the f1, what is the velocity vector? Minus xi means f1 component, first component is minus x. f2 is 0, f3 is 0. f1i plus f2j plus f3k. If that is the case, df1 by dx, how much it is changing along x-axis? Minus 1. Means along positive x-axis minus 1, it is going toward origin. Negative x-axis minus 1, it is going toward origin. So minus 1. Okay, then I added minus xi plus yj, but I know divergence is 0. Minus xi plus yj, it is just routing what is coming toward the x-axis to the origin, to the y-axis or to the y-axis. Then I know it is 0. If it is 0, then df1 by dx plus df2 by dy. 1 is minus 1, 1 is 1. If you add, it becomes 0 only. So change in the velocity along the y-axis plus change in the velocity along the x-axis plus change in the velocity along z-axis. If you see these velocity changes, they talk about the distribution of energy at that point. How much energy, if how much energy that point is distributing outward and how much is the energy that this point is distributing inward. Both places I am using word distribution, or I say at a particular point how much energy is distributed outward, how much is the energy that is distributed negative of the outward, negative of the outward. If you add, and that has to happen in all three orthogonal directions. If you add it, then that is the net energy that is coming out of it. If it is 0, then divergence is 0. Even though you say that my x-axis divergence is very high, y-axis my divergence is very high, but along a z-axis you are absorbing. Means you are getting energy what through z-axis, you are throwing in x-axis and y-axis. This is what you are doing. So you don't have any energy addition there. You are just rerouting the energy. This is nature of router in electronics technology. Router. Whatever it receives, it throw in other direction. Divergence is zero at the router in kind of networking area. That is the divergence of router. Okay, so divergence or at any point is the if I take a cubical region out of it, calculate the flux that is going out, divide by the volume where volume tends to 0, or df1 by dx plus df2 by dy plus df3 by dz. Okay, we will prove that these two are same. Then someone would believe that if someone has believed on one, then someone believe other, or someone believe on other, then someone believe the first one. Okay, that should not be a very difficult. Now anyone can try. If I take a cubical region, the entry point calculate the flux on this surface. Exit point calculates flux on this surface. Then add it. Similarly, take this side, then add it. Take this side and add it. Now this is the net flux. Divide it by the volume of the cube and see Is it really df1 by dx plus df2 by dy plus df3 by dz? If it is really like that, then we have found the formula of divergence. This is the something, this much explanation is not available in any of the book. You can try. Anyway, don't mind supporting us. +91 is the India country code. 9483160610 is the telephone number. 9483160610 is the telephone number. +91 is the India country code.